E aí galera, beleza? Bem-vindos a mais um vídeo do canal para Jogamos. Estamos aqui com o nosso modo carreira no NBA 2K19, é o MYCAREER, né? Mais conhecido aqui. Olha só como que a galera tá conectada aqui, tem muita gente. Vamos aqui, ó, olhar. Tem uns camaradas aqui apelão, 80, 88, 89. Tem esse aqui de 91, o overall dele. E o menino Cavuca com 67, iniciante. Começo de carreira. Sem perder tempo, vamos dar uma olhada aqui nos nossos atributos. Temos 1.741 pontos. Não sei em que usar no momento. A gente precisa de força para dominar garrafão. Então eu vou colocar aqui mais 2 de força. E aí dá pra gente ver se consegue aumentar a rapidez lateral. Só dá um, mas já é alguma coisa. Aí, uma das coisas que a gente usa muito. E vamos lá pro jogo contra o Houston Rockets. Lembrando que o Houston Rockets ofereceu o melhor contrato pra gente quando eu comecei a carreira, mas como eu sou torcedor do Utah Jazz, eu quis vir pro Utah Jazz. Então vamos lá, sem perder tempo.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. With certain players, it's like having a coach on the floor. We're talking Chris Paul. Shaq, what's it like playing with a point guard that smart?
Well, Paul.
Quando Chris Paul.
2K Sports.
É clássico, hein, galera? O Houston Rockets contra Utah Jazz é clássico, pesado mesmo. Aí, ó, vai ter cutscenes.
Hey, I need to see when I'm done talking. Hey, how you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm ready, coach.
I just wanted to let you know that I've been talking with the coach and you're gonna be getting some more minutes.
Aí, ó, vamos ganhar mais minutos a partir de hoje.
Thank you, coach.
You've been playing well, keep it up.
I will. Thanks again.
Aí, galera.
My office. Let's go.
Ó, o Donovan Mitchell ali do nosso lado. Ganhamos um tempinho a mais em quadra. Isso é muito importante, galera, pra gente. Aí o menino Cavuca. Donovan Mitchell, Gobert. Aí o Ricky Rubio, Derek Favors. Bom time, né? Vamos lá. Aí o James Harden. Cheio da gracinha o Barba. 3 vitórias e nenhuma derrota. E tá tendo uma vitória e 2 derrotas.
We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Bill, welcome to 2K Sports.
What an honor. I've been waiting for the invite for years.
And
comentarista convidado.
Well, guys, we know James Harden hits that step back three a lot, and Mike D'Antoni says most coaches would think, okay, he had a tough shot.
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, DA. There's just no answer. And the Rockets defense, much improved, at least statistically, on the perimeter and inside. What did you think, though? What did the eye test tell you on that?
Vamos ver essa briga de gigantes aí, né?
James Harden was trying
James Harden contra Donovan Mitchell.
I think Chris Paul may have changed the culture in that way.
Chris Paul ali ainda. Vamos marcar o Eric Gordon.
Utah also making some changes. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. And AI is subbed in for Joe Ingles.
Vamos lá, vamos roubar a posição do Joe
So
Ingles.
on the floor for Utah. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt.
Tá bom negócio.
Crowder is the 4 and Gobert is the 5. And it's AI in at the 3. Paul kicks to Gordon. Pass to Capella.
Jogar certinho essa aqui, galera, porque a gente tá subindo no conceito treinador.
Shot clock at 5. Gordon outside. Good on the triple. Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Mitchell passes to AI. Back to Mitchell. Crowder kicks to Rubio. The pass to AI.
Olha o giro, olha o giro.
The kick out to
Crowder.
Off target with his 3.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Segurar a ponta aqui.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Inside.
Tomou tocaço do menino Caboclo, cara. Monstro.
And here's AI.
11
points for him in that last game against Memphis.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
Giro.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Primeiros 2 pontos dele.
AI's got the game tied up here for Utah.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Ball outside. Inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Crowder kicks to AI. Back to Crowder. Stolen by Gordon. Passes it to Harden. Gobert with the block. And they'll keep possession. Hall finds Fareed. Ball outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
He's so aggressive offensively. I like his assertiveness. CP3 not taking 1 second extra to pull the trigger once he gets the pass.
AI passes to Rubio. Bill with last year's do-or-die season finale.
Olha o giro do menino Caboclo.
Regular season momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots.
Acredito.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the entertaining as hell tournament. Where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is, the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference. And then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10, you have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. Use the TV revenue from that because you could get to maybe shorten the season, which would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. There's too many nights where the players... I just think basketball is really hard to play.
Belo passe para Donovan Mitchell, mais uma assistência.
Just off the mark, I mean,
jogando muito bem no começo agora, menino Caboclo.
And Houston calls their first time
Utah Jazz passa à frente no placar.
A reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over. Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Green, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And a switcher also for Utah. Exum, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio.
Green.
Gordon kicks it to Tucker. Drills the 3-pointer. Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Up top, Gobert, guarded by Nene. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here. Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
It's AI, top of the key. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The 3-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade in those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better.
Ele andou com a bola.
Their ability to control their...
Saímos, voltamos no segundo quarto, 51-45. Bom passe pro Rubio, olha o menino Cabuca.
That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. AI's got his second bucket of the night.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Paul and Harden, the incredible backcourt duo. Clint Capella is out there with Kenneth Fareed, and it's House in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Paul. Dishes to Capella.
No.
Fareed goes in. Yep, it counts. Fareed's got 8. Going back to our topic from a moment ago, Bill, you mentioned the interaction between players and social media and how that's become a new facet, a skill we're seeing daily from players.
There's just way more accountability now, and I'm really impressed by how polished the guys are that come in the league now. And I think the LeBron generation, LeBron, Wade, Chris Bosh, some of those guys from the last generation,
Olha!
And became vets and really knew how Paul Pierce, knew how to handle their business. Now these guys come in, they're 19, 20 years old, and they act like they're 30. I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. You had these guys who, if you gave them a live mic, you were terrified. And now these guys are 19 years old, giving, long interviews to reporters. It's like, how are you doing this?
Tatum in particular is very
Tatum's
impressive.
Already good at being a bad interview.
He's
he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge any question. It's like, you're 19. How do you know how to do this?
Unbelievable. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Bill, 1 shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number 1 choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good. Yeah. Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Mitchell. Knocks down the 10-footer. Mitchell's got 19 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top 5?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense score I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it for one play and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up or he's running off the screen. It's a lot almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get-out-of-my-way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolute
score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
That's a great job getting to the line here. He didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic LU jam.
I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base, readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And That strong connection he has with them is admirable.
Harden kicks to Paul. Houston moving it around. And the dunk by Capella.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Feeds to AI.
Giro. Mais uma falta cavada,
so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive man, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
Fareed inside. He's guarded by AI.
Vamos lá, vamos segurar.
Harden against Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Paul with the 3.
And after doing such a good job with the 3 ball in that first quarter, don't seem to have the same magic here in the second. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
To the right side.
Fazer nenhuma cesta de 3 ainda.
Rubio, the pass to AI. No
caiu.
good from the wing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was doing.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that. But they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah.
Vamos tentar buscar o nosso primeiro
game from him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. And we'll
James
be back
Harden,
after halftime as the third quarter gets...
63 a 59, e o Utah vai vencendo.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the kind of leaders.
A whole new 5 on the floor.
84-78.
Going with an almost entirely new group.
Udo's
checked in for Rudy Gobert. Cephalosha comes in for Derek Favors. AI is checked in for Joe Ingles. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Taking a look at the Jazz. Cephalosha is out there with AI. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Udo. And it's Mitchell. Rivers finds Green. Knocked loose. From 11 feet away, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Mitchell passes to Udo, and here's Crowder. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me, break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
Down low, Tucker, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jazz leading by 6. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Jazz.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Pass to Tucker. He kicks it to Capella. Outside Green. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Crowder. will not go.
Nossa, eu não consigo pegar rebote.
Utah's gone 4
quando eu
from
tava...
three-point land since the start of the second half. Shot from the wing.
Mas...
The rebound.
And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Trying his luck deep.
I
can't hit.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Rivers kicks to Green.
Sozinho, droga.
Green's got 13 points.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
Poked loose. Stolen by Rivers. For the finish. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end.
And an important part of every team's game to look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Falta 2 minutos para acabar a partida.
Defensively, I've
really
been
impressed
with. There's been an
attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Vamos lá.
Here's Paul. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Gordon out there with Gerald Green, and it's Rivers in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Paul with the 3, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harden the pass to House. And too long on the shot.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
The offensive rebound. Good. 17 points for Rudy Gobert.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for shooting.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Here's AI. And a miss.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
Capella missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
There's AI. Playing the low block, and that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 6. Houston's gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of it. Harden kicks to House. That 3 off the mark.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Mitchell in the corner. Pass to AI. The D fights to the rim for the layup. And it's an 8-point Utah lead. And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Novato aparecendo na hora que mais precisa dele. Donovan Mitchell, jogador da partida.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. The Jazz on offense, leading by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Some of the favors. Caiu a primeira.
And that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Time working against them here.
With such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up. Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the
Vai, Rubio. Agora vai ser falta até o final.
Right in his wheelhouse.
O expulso tá expulso.
The Rockets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. And he can't get the first one to drop. So he can't get either to fall.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
Falta de novo em cima desse
no choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Pedindo tempo. Que partida emocionante. Jazz contra Houston Rockets.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Here's Rivers. Launches a 3. It's a hand on it, and it's back up and in by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder, and does a nice job using his body.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Out to the right wing. It's House outside. And so it's
termina a partida.
A truly gutsy performance away from home.
Vitória do Utah Jazz na casa do Rockets.
In the balance late, they show just what a tough-minded group
Vitória importante, que partida desse cara aí. Donovan Mitchell
for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being.
Vamos lá. Ver nossa pontuação. Jogador decisivo ali, a gente apareceu. Tenho 15 minutos de jogo. Quero conseguir. Opa! A palhaçada na de 3, que é para aumentar, não aumentou. Aí, ó. Uma boa partida. 15 pontos, 5 assistências. Tivemos um roubo. Vai aparecendo, novato. Então é isso aí, galera. Vou deixar esse episódio por aqui. Vamos dar uma olhada aqui nos atributos. Vamos upar esses dois aqui. Ainda sobra 500. Vamos aqui colocar no roubo. Capones, velho. Já tá. Vertical 217, estamos upando, de pouquinho em pouquinho a gente vai aumentando. E é isso aí, eu vou deixar esse episódio por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, já sabem, deixa aquele like, então não esquece de se inscrever no canal, ativar o sininho para não perder notificações de vídeo no canal quando eu enviar. Beleza, galera? Me segue lá no Instagram, Facebook, é só colocar Thiago Cavuca no final aí, que aparece lá, beleza? Sempre estou trazendo umas fotos aí, as coisas do meu dia a dia aí. Quem se interessar, quem curtir, é só seguir lá, beleza? Um abraço, até mais, valeu e